Hi everyone, it's Desiree. Welcome back to my channel. Thanks for joining me for another video. Today I wanted to repurpose some of my covers that I have. I have a bunch of these. Usually I save the ones that I really like that I possibly could use. Well, this was more in the past because I used to change out my covers, and so I would hold on to these. I still hold on to them even though I don't really use these covers like I used to in the past. But I'm going to repurpose these because I'm trying to organize my stuff. And I usually like to use sticky notes. I have a bunch of like little sticky notes in here to do my monthly plan with me's for pre-planning. And I'm always like, before I film that video, I'm always looking for all my sticky notes, trying to find the ones that I want to use that'll work for what I'm pre-planning. And yeah, it's always such a mess trying to find sticky notes. I want to repurpose these covers, make like a little book of sticky notes, and kind of go through these accessory books because there's a bunch of sticky notes in here. Honestly, I don't really open up these books very much, but I could totally use these sticky notes every month, again, to help me with pre-planning. So I'm going to go through these. I'm going to use these dividers. I'm going to show you what I'm going to do in a little bit. But before I do that, I'm going to give a shout out to my patrons over on Patreon, Jesse and Catherine. Thank you both for joining Patreon. They're newer patrons. So I really appreciate both of your support over there. And I hope you both enjoy watching this video. All right, so at work, I actually use a planner. Well, this disc-bound system, I don't like decorate it or anything. I honestly just use filler paper, a lot of filler paper, and just write out things. That's all I use it for. But I do use this disc-bound system to organize everything, to keep everything in place. And I actually use one of these dividers, I keep calling them dividers, covers, to put a bunch of sticky notes on. It's kind of like a dashboard or an inbox in my planner, where I put like important sticky notes that have passwords and just phone numbers, different things that I know, like if it's really important, I might have to reference it later on down the line. I know I can go to the cover in my planner and just, you know, flip to it and try to find the sticky note that I wrote whatever on. I tape them down. So that's been working out really well for me over there. So I'm going to use these covers to kind of do the same thing, but with sticky notes that I plan on using, because those I write this on the sticky note and I kind of just, this is what I do basically. I just stick them on here and then I kind of just collect them all on here. I write whatever I need to write. I tape them down because I don't want to lose them, but these are actually kind of, they're pretty stuck on there. And I just collect sticky notes on these covers at work. So that's been working out for me there. For my day-to-day, I don't really need to do that. But I do want to make like a book where I'm just collecting these sticky notes. These little stacks of sticky notes that I can use for pre-planning. Because I like these little ones that I can use on the monthly pages or like in my weeklies. So that's what I'm going to do. I already have some that I took off of some other packs that I had that I don't really use, but I do like to use the sticky notes. I have this cover, which I really like this one. It's a stitch one, so I kind of want to reuse that one. And then I'm not going to use the front covers, but I guess I'll just use the back ones because it's kind of blank like that. So I'll just use the blank ones of these. I think I'm just gonna pop this in here. Let me do this one first. Yeah, I'm just gonna make a book of sticky notes. So that is what I'm gonna do in this video. Kind of just walk you through my process a little bit. I'm really trying to organize my stuff to better like work for me, so that way I'm not having to waste time looking for all this stuff in my collection. So this will be nice to have like just a book of these because I do use them. I really don't care like how they look because I'm just gonna write on them, but at least I have a good amount here that I can start off with and just start sticking onto this cover. So these are the ones I pulled already. Okay, and these of course. All right, so I'm gonna use some Tombow to just start sticking these on here. So, I always forget, okay. So here, I'm just gonna stick on some Tombow, a good amount, so that way, you know, it's really stuck on there. And it's pretty easy, just adding some tape to the back. And just start arranging these on here. So yeah, if you're like me, I have a ton of these covers. Definitely try to find ways to repurpose them into books. I like to make like books of like filler paper with to repurpose the covers into just organization type things in my planner. So I thought this would be a good idea because then I could just have this on my desk, just grab it, and I'll be good to go. All right, so I'm gonna continue adding these. Okay, so I got all the ones down that I had already pulled. And if you don't wanna do like a cover, you can always use like the little dashboards, that are punched, the little dividers. You can do those with like a bunch of sticky notes on here. This is something that a ton of other people have done. And when I first started planning, this was something that I actually did for myself and put in my planner when I used to keep like everything in my planner when I didn't really have a lot of stuff and I could like manage it all just like in my planner. And I really liked that idea, but then I got too much stuff and then my planner became too thick. So I took it out. But I'm gonna take these, again, I'm gonna pull the ones that'll work in my monthly. Like this is a good one because those will work in the monthly pages. This one's a good one. Here, I'm gonna leave these two in the box or in the book because these are too big for what I'm wanting to use. All right, so I'm gonna continue. I think these circles would be good. Circles, and that's different. Pull that one. Ooh, these are perfect. I always like to use like thinner ones. So those are nice. I could, no, that one says to do. Okay. Let's see. I guess that one said to do, but I like that one's squared. I think this could fit in a monthly. So I'll do that one. Okay. Ooh, this is a good circle. This one too is good. This one would be good. Okay, I know I said I wasn't going to do ones that wouldn't fit in the monthly, but maybe this would be a good one for like when I have somewhere that I need to be. I think that would be a nice one, so I'm gonna include it. I know I wasn't going to, but do that size, but I think that's a good one because I like the who, what, where, and when little section on there. Okay, just do this one. That one's good. Okay, these I can't really use functionally, so I'm not gonna pull those. Let's see, this one's good. This one barely has any. I used most of it. I really like these thin ones. Okay, this one. Oh, I didn't pull the discs. Hold on, I think I had another one in this book, and I didn't pull the disc. Totally like didn't even notice it. Even though it's really decorative, I could still write on that one, so I do like that one. I'll cut this one up too. Okay. Oh, this is a good one. Don't forget. All right, so I have a bunch more. I think I'll be able to fit all of this on this section. We shall see. Maybe I don't need this section yet. But my plan is, again, oops, to go through all of my books. I have still a ton of other books to go through and kind of fill this in. So, you know, I could fill in this front section, this section, the back section, here. If I needed to, I could upgrade the discs to the regular size disc, because these are the mini ones right now. Fill in this back section, and this will just be a whole book of sticky notes. Okay, so I ended up doing a little bit more than I thought I was going to do, but I did fill in this page or this cover with the sticky notes that I can use for my monthly pre-planning. So I did that. I have a little bit here too, but I have more books that I need to go through that I'm still going through that I can pull things from, but this is kind of like the beginning of it. Again, I can put stuff over here too, or add in more of these covers to add more space. But then I ended up doing a sticky note pad cover for the larger ones, because I felt like might as well. This will be just the sticky note book, essentially. So I really like how that looks. Maybe this will get me to use these, because these are actually, like, these type of boxes are boxes that I like to use in spreads. So like, these are just nice, like, boxes you can use, like a colorful box in a spread. So yeah, I kind of like that one's really nice. Might be able to repurpose them in a plan with me, or just use them as a sticky note, of course. But yeah, tons of room still left here. I can add in more covers, cover up this back over here, and if I wanted to remove them, it's super easy to remove. It does leave a little bit of the residue from this, but since it's laminated, it'll be easy to get this off with some little bit of rubbing off. It'll come off, or you can use like some Goo Gone to get it off too. So not a big issue with removing it. Let me stick this back on though, because I want it here. But yeah, that is gonna be my new sticky note book. That's what I meant to say. I love the stitch covers. I wanted to use something with the stitch cover and actually use it. So this will be how I use this little book. So hopefully I was able to give you a new idea on repurposing some of these covers. You don't have to just use them for covers. You can use them to store things, make new books for whatever you want to organize. But I love this idea because I can use a lot more of the covers in here that I'm not currently using. So that is going to be it for this video. I hope you enjoyed watching. If you did, please give it a thumbs up. And if you'd like to see more of my videos, please hit that subscribe button. And I hope to see you all in the next one.